Hello everyone, hope you're all okay. We're back with Bill's new frock and we're on chapter 2 today. Chapter 2 is called The Wumpy Chew. Look, The Wumpy Chew. I have no idea what a Wumpy Chew is, do you? Shall we find out? Here we go then. Outside in the playground, a few boys were already kicking a football about. Bill Simpson was just about to charge in and join them when he remembered what he was wearing. He'd look a bit daft if he took a tumble, he decided. Maybe just for once he'd try to think of something else to do during playtime. Each boy who ran out of the school joined the football game on one side or the other. What did the girls do? He looked around. Some perched along the nursery wall, chatting to one another. Others stood in the cloakroom, sharing secrets and giggling. There were a few more huddled in each corner of the playground. Each time the football came their way, one of them would just give it a hefty boot back into their game. There were two girls trying to mark out a hopscotch frame, but every time the footballers ran over their lines they were drawing, they scuffed the chalk so badly that they couldn't see the squares any longer. But it was rather chilly just standing about. The dress might be very pretty, but it was thin and Bill's legs were bare. He decided to join the girls in the porch. At least they were out of the wind. As he came up to them, Layla was saying, "Martin bets no one dares kick a football straight through the cloakroom window." The girls all looked at the cloakroom window. So did Bill. As usual, the caretaker had pushed up the lower half of the window as far as it would go. It made quite a large square hole. "Anyone could kick a football through there," scoffed Kirsty. "I could," said Astrid. "Easy," agreed Layla. "What do you get if you do it?" Bill asked them. "A Wumpy Chew." "A Wumpy Chew?" Bill Simpson was mystified. "Yes," Layla told him, "a Wumpy Chew." Bill glanced around the little group of girls. No one else looked in the least bit baffled. Presumably, they all knew about Wumpy Chews, whatever they were. There you go, there's the window and all the girls huddled around. "I didn't know you could get Wumpy Chews around here," said Flora. So, they were rare, were they? Like giant pandas. "I love a Wumpy Chew," said Sarah, "but I'm not allowed because I'm allergic." Definitely an animal then. A furry one. Bill's next door neighbour was allergic to furry animals too. "What colour is it?" asked Astrid. "Is it a pink one?" If it was still pink, thought Bill, it was probably a baby and hadn't grown a lot of fur. "No," Linda told them, "I know exactly what colour it is because it's Martin's very last one and it's browny yellow." Perhaps Martin hadn't been feeding it properly, thought Bill. Perhaps that was the reason its nice pink skin and fur had gone a browny yellow. Obviously, it needed to be rescued and fast. He'd better take the bet. "I'll do it," he announced. "I'll kick the football through the cloakroom window and get the Wumpy Chew." Delilah gave him a bit of a look. "You'd better be careful of your dress," she warned. "That football is filthy." "I'll manage," said Bill Simpson. "I know what I'm doing." The news, he noticed, spread like wildfire all along the line of girls perched on the nursery wall and into the little huddles in the corner of the playground. All the girls turned to watch someone have a go at kicking the football straight through the cloakroom window. "What's the bet?" they asked one another. "A Wumpy Chew." Right then, thought Bill. No reason to hang about. It was a simple enough shot. All he needed now was a football. He walked towards the footballers in order to borrow theirs for a moment. Just as he did so, the game happened to swing his way and several boys charged past, knocking Bill flat on his back in the tarmac. "Get out of the way! We're playing here!" Bill picked himself up. He was astonished. Usually, if anyone walked into the football game, the players just thought they'd decided to join in. Come on our side, they'd yell. Be our goalie, take over. This time it was as if they weren't so much playing football around him as through him. Get off the pitch. Stop getting in our way. Go round. It was the frock again. He knew it. I want the ball, yelled Bill to all the other players. I just want to borrow it for a minute for a bet. Now, games always stopped for bets. It was a rule. But they all acted as if they hadn't even heard him. Out of our way. You're spoiling our game. The ball happened to bounce Bill's way again, so he leapt up and caught it in his hands. I need it, he explained, just for a moment. The footballers gathered in a circle around him. They didn't look at all pleased at this interruption of the game. In fact, they looked rather menacing, all standing there with narrowing eyes, scowling. If this was the sort of reception the girls had come to expect, no wonder they didn't stray so far from the railings. No wonder they didn't ask to play. Give the ball back. Rowan was really glowering now. Yes, Martin agreed. Why can't you stay in your own bit of the playground? There he is with the ball, look. All those boys. Mystified, Bill asked Martin, What bit? The girls' bit, of course. Bill looked round. Girls were still perched along the nursery wall. Girls were still huddled in the porch. Girls still stood in tight little groups in each corner. No girl was more than a few feet into the playground itself. Even the pair who had been trying to mark out a hopscotch game had given up and gone away. Where's that then? Asked Bill. Where's the girls' bit? Where are the girls supposed to play? I don't know, Martin answered irritably. Anywhere, just somewhere we're not already playing football. But you're playing football over every single bit of the playground. Martin glanced up at the clock on the church tower next to the school. There was only 2 minutes left before the bell rang, and his team was down by one tiny goal. He spread his hands in desperation. Please give us the ball back, he pleaded. What's it worth? For the life of him, Bill Simpson couldn't understand why, if Martin wanted the ball back so badly, he couldn't just step forward to try and prise it away from his chest. Then he realised that Martin simply didn't dare. The two of them might end up in a bit of a shoving match, and then a real fight. And no one fights someone in a pretty pink frock with fiddly shell buttons. So, he said cunningly, I'll tell you what it's worth. It's worth your very last Wumpy-Chew. To his astonishment, Martin looked delighted. Done, he said at once, and began digging deep in his trouser pocket. He handed a tiny, wrappered rectangle over to Bill. There you are, he said. Here it is. Now, give me the football and get off the pitch. Bill Simpson looked down. What's this? He asked. It's what you wanted, Martin said. My very last 1p chew. In silence, Bill Simpson handed over the football. Where he'd been clutching it tightly against his chest, there was now an enormous brown smudge. In silence, Bill Simpson turned and walked away. If all the girls had not been standing around the edges of the playground watching him, he would have cried. So there you go, there's the Wumpy-Chew down there. So he was taking on a bet for a 1p chew, a little chewy sweet. The boys are really nasty to the girls, aren't they? And I think Bill is starting to understand what it's like to be a girl. Anyway, I'm still not quite sure if this is all a dream and why people don't realise that it is actually Bill but only in a dress. I don't understand. Maybe we'll find out tomorrow. The next chapter, chapter 3, is called Pink, Pink, Nothing But Pink. So we'll find out what that one is all about tomorrow. I hope you're enjoying getting logged on to Doodle. Get all those Doodle tasks done and any other bits of work that your teachers are putting on Google Classrooms for you. We miss you all very much, and I'll see you again for some more of this tomorrow. Take care now, everyone. Bye.